In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Beneficent. Now with today's main headlines. In Iraq, dozens martyred or injured in roadside bomb attack followed by sniper shots in Diyala. In Afghanistan, gunmen killed 6, including women and clerics in Herat. Head of Misbah al-Hussein Foundation meets Iraqi Minister of Labour and Social Affairs. EU officials urge law enforcement agencies to increase effort to protect Muslims. Peace be upon the Master of Martyrs. Peace be upon you, dear viewers. This is Emir Ma'ash and you're watching Shia Waves live from Imam Hussein TV 3. At least 9 Iraqis were martyred and 14 others wounded in an attack with roadside bombs and gunfire on a vehicle in Iraq's eastern province on Thursday evening. Locals who arrived to the scene to help were then targeted with sniper fire. Authorities have not elaborated further on possible motives for the attack. Security forces announced the imposition of a curfew in the area and the search was ongoing to detain those responsible on Thursday night. 6 people, including 2 clerics, were killed in an attack by unknown gunmen in Jebro area in Herat city on Friday afternoon. Local sources indicate that among the victims were 4 women and 2 religious scholars, with an additional 3 individuals sustaining injuries. The Taliban has yet to make any official statement regarding the attack. This assault follows a similar incident about 10 days ago when 2 religious scholars fell victim to an attack by unidentified armed individuals in the same area. A delegation from Misbah al-Hussein Foundation for Relief and Development met with Iraqi Minister of Labour and Social Affairs Ahmed al-Asadi on December 1, 2023. Protection of Iraq's Orphans Project was discussed and the project aims to enact a law and establish a special body for Iraqi orphans. The delegation presented the minister with a detailed study on the project, which includes legal and statistical data on the orphan population in Iraq. Let us remind our respected viewers of today's headlines. In Iraq, dozens were martyred and injured in roadside bomb attack followed by sniper shots in Diyala. In Afghanistan, gunmen killed 6, including women and clerics in Herat. Head of Misbah al-Hussein Foundation meets Iraqi Minister of Labour and Social Affairs. Also tonight, Pakistan's Baluchistan province aims to deport 10,000 Afghans per day. Representatives from 10 European countries and EU officials have urged law enforcement agencies to spare no effort to protect Muslims amid hate crimes against them. In a statement, they highlighted the increased number of hate crimes against Muslim communities across Europe in recent months. The statement, which was issued at a time when the bloc was dealing with a rise in Islamophobia, added that the Muslim communities have become targets of physical and verbal attacks, with people feeling more and more unsafe and threatened online and offline. They called on national authorities to ensure the safety of Muslims in places of worship, schools and their homes. They further called on public safety and law enforcement agencies to remain alert to incidents of hate crime and hate-motivated violence against Muslims. And now we continue with some short news. The Council on American Islamic Relations announced on Thursday the filing of a lawsuit against Warren County Regional Jail for depriving a Muslim woman of her religious rights by forcing her to remove her hijab, taking a booking photograph without it, and allowing the photo to remain publicly available on its website. According to the CAIR release, the woman who also subjected to an unnecessarily full-body strip search that was filmed on a security camera and projected on a TV screen for all those present in the jail lobby to see. 2 senior research and analysis wing station chiefs were expelled from major Western cities earlier this summer, while a 3rd station chief is being refused entry by expelling Indian spies. The United States, Canada and the United Kingdom have expressed their anger against India over its plot to assassinate Sikh Khalistan leaders on Western soil. It is also an indication that the country would no longer extend intelligence cooperation to India. The World Meteorological Organization said on Thursday that 2023 is the hottest year on record and warned of worrying trends that suggest increasing floods, wildfires, glacier melt and heat waves in the future. The UN Weather Agency also warned that the average temperature for the year is up some 1.4 degrees Celsius from pre-industrial times, adding that the El Niño phenomenon would worsen the patterns next year. 13 people died in a fire at a hostel in Kazakhstan's biggest city, Almaty, on Thursday. The fire broke out early in the morning in a 3-story building whose ground and basement levels were occupied by 72 hostel guests. The victims died from carbon monoxide poisoning, while the remaining 59 people managed to leave the building. The cause of the fire remains unclear. The government said it had set up a special commission to investigate it. The government of Baluchistan province in Pakistan has set targets for police to arrest and deport hundreds of thousands of Afghans who it says are in the country illegally. Near the Chaman border crossing between Pakistan and Afghanistan, local residents have been staging protests against the new travel visa requirements aimed at reducing illegal immigration, disrupting traffic in the area. Some of those targeted for deportation had apparently gone to remote areas of Pakistan to avoid arrest. More than 400,000 Afghans have returned to their home country. We have reached the end of today's Shia Waves show. Let's remind our viewers of today's headlines. In Iraq, dozens were killed and dozens martyred and injured in roadside bomb attack followed by sniper shots in Diyala. In Afghanistan, gunmen kill 6, including women and clerics in Herat. Head of Misbah al-Hussein Foundation meets Iraqi Minister of Labour and Social Affairs. EU officials urge law enforcement agencies to increase effort to protect Muslims. Pakistan's Baluchistan province aims to deport 10,000 Afghans per day. You can view the latest news on Shia Waves' website, and you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Contact us on the numbers at the bottom of the screen. This is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. We pray to Allah Almighty to hasten the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum.
The mourning season may have come to an end, but the love of Imam Hussein alayhi salam remains eternal. Imam Hussein Tours presents an unmissable ziyarah trip. Join us